What's going on, everyone? This is Game Galaxy Zone with a bit of unfortunate news, as this will probably be the first video being uploaded tonight in comparison to some other stuff that I was working on. But this is extremely important, and it's actually something that should need and has to be talked about right now, because it will not only affect me, but it will affect millions of players playing the FGO JP version of the game. So recently, while scrolling around on YouTube like I normally do at 1 o'clock in the morning, I came across the video, much like always, that I was expecting maybe could be talking about possible theories of the game having this problem, but it is an actual confirmed thing, and it now has me worried about actually being able to physically play the game any point after this right now. So what am I talking about? I am talking about how to get actual updates and live information for the game. Because I am in the United States, I don't have access to just go to the Google Play Store and download the JP version of Fate Grand Order. It is a region locked game, and it is region locked to many countries, unfortunately. So with that being said, I had to go through a third-party app system to allow me to get it. Originally, I was using APK Pure when I first downloaded this app, but the problem with that app is that it's the only one out there right now besides another one called TapTap that you can actually download the game from. But with APK Pure, you also run the ability of having to wait 2 to 3 days for updates to come into the game. So yeah, imagine getting the summer event on Sunday but not being able to play it until Tuesday because it's not being updated on the actual app. That's why I moved over to QApp, because QApp was updating the second the events actually dropped, and it was a very easy and fun app to use. I've actually downloaded a few other things off of it. It's just an open regional app that is fantastic to use, and I would have highly recommended it. Still do. But unfortunately, they just came out and stated that they are dropping support for all versions, more or less, of Fate Grand Order on the App Store. Now, if I search it, it will actually pop back up, but that's because I already have it downloaded. So, sorry, my phone is currently sideways. But if you search Fate Grand Order, you can see that the two that I have listed are here, so they're installed, but it's not going to actually show up on the game itself. And right here, the first thing is this post: suspension of game download. Fate Grand Order related titles are currently unavailable for direct download / update on QApp. It is QApp's principle to provide anime gamers an exclusive community with the respect of the decision of every game owner. Therefore, we are actively trying to communicate with relative parties for resuming services in the future. Hopefully that is true. Please don't stop your love for the game, and a few other things, and just a note of there, talking about their overall thing. So yes, it is an official thing. They are done updating the game on their app. This is awful. This potentially could mean that from this day forward, I won't be actually being able to play the game. So any upcoming event, any banners, any game downloads, any new story, I'm currently locked out of because I will not be able to update the game. Now, there are a couple ways around this. Like I said, I could switch back over to APK Pure, but I really would not like to try and go through a system where, again, this was 2 years ago now, but it might still also be taking a really long time to download updates, and that's just not fun. We could also try to use a different app, or I could also just try to VPN my Google account, but that would be really ridiculous, and it's just difficult to kind of want to even think about having to do that because it could probably cause a bunch of problems regardless. With that said, right now, there's hopefully one silver lining to this, and that is that hopefully this means that there maybe are in the works of a actual worldwide region unlocked version of the game where people can just go on to whatever Google Play Store or App Store or whatever system they own and can just download and update the game from there. It would be extremely disappointing to see that a company that is literally making multi-billion dollars in this game try to just drop support for it because they just ultimately don't want problems and situations to occur. But you know, there's a lot of people, and the reason why they got to 20 million plus downloads in JP is because of a lot of people outside of Japan that have also downloaded the game as well. So dropping support with that, I guarantee, would probably slash a lot of numbers and players from the game, unfortunately. As much as there is their own regional versions, it's just kind of its own interest to play the current, up-to-date, most recent version of the game in comparison to waiting around like me and NA that is 2 years in development still. So it's just nice to kind of see stuff long before it happens. Either way, it is some serious unfortunate news. So if you guys did not actually download the JP version, I think you can still go out and download it on APK Pure, but I would recommend to go do it right now because it may disappear. And it's just unfortunate to see what's happening. Now, right now, everything has been fine. The game has been updating okay, but I don't know how much longer that's going to last. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to roll for the upcoming Abigail banner or Summer Banner 3 release, but yeah, this is really saddening and upsetting. So I wanted to get this out to you guys to make sure you all know that, yes, this is something going on, and to be quite aware of it, and hopefully it is definitely something that won't last and they will fix it, because again, this is just super heartbreaking to try and deal around and go with from there. Anyway, that's all I have for me. Hopefully things will end up being better. And of course, right now, like I said, if you don't have the game, I'd highly recommend to just go and download it, because it might disappear all entirely. So hopefully there's good news. I will update if I do hear anything on this, but for now it is what it is, and let's just hope for better luck and, yeah, staying strong.